Malcolm, Nick, Nico, Jay. Who else?
We got Kirk and Jay. But we also have live, because we are live for episode number 4 of Multiplex Miscellaneous. I did that thing where we went live mid-conversation.
Ooh, edgy.
Yes. This show has not been affected by COVID-19. Yes. But Caleb's giving me an awkward stare. I don't know if he's confused, frustrated, mad.
No, we're live. No one told me that this was part of the contract of me being here. No one told me that I had to be live.
Yeah, this is part of the initial hangout. We're waiting for the kids to get on the bus.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought we were just running the kids over with the bus. That's why I said
yikes.
Okay, gotcha.
Cool. But our we just got moved to 30 more days. It went to 30 days of social distancing, so awesome. I don't have to go back to normal work till April 30th. So, woo, okay.
Schools here are closed until May 11th.
Michael.
So I don't think that. I think the casino is probably following the same thing. I think it'll probably be middle of May.
Minnesota just canceled school for the rest of the school year. Everything's
online. Weird thing. We still work. So I work in cell phones. So we still work, but we can only have 10 people max in our store. So 5 employees and 5 other people. So if you're upgrading your phone and 4 people come in, 3 of you have to wait outside, and 1 of you gets to upgrade 4 phones. It's a pretty fun time. All right, Michael's on the. I put him on the thing. So
on the thing.
On the foul.
On pre-foul.
Pre-Buffalo.
3 stages of Buffalo. But yeah, and up in Canada, the Prime Minister announced last week or the week before that each household can get $2,000 a month for the next 4 months. As part of an EI package.
Such a Canadian thing to do.
And my student loan got suspended until September, so I don't have to pay that every month.
Can't play because defending champ. Shut up, Scully. You'll cling to any title you can find. Good Lord.
Hey, Scully, remember that sports title you have that we'll never have you defend anymore?
So he's technically always just going to be a champion.
He's the undefeated 5-0 sports champion. Never had to defend it. Only got to win it.
Yeah, but Nick, it's 2,400 for a couple one time. They're getting 4 months of that crap.
Yeah.
I tried poutine. It's not that great.
Well, because you haven't gone to Quebec. Oh, actually, you know what? I had biscuits and gravy for the first time. I made it at home.
Bomb.
I made fresh biscuits, and I made my own version of what you would consider gravy.
You'd be the person at my house that my family would literally slaughter. Be like, okay, I'm making fresh biscuits. Do you got cans? I'm hungry, and it only takes 30 minutes. No, we gotta let it ride. We gotta do all the things. Get out of my house.
You can marinate.
You can literally
stab you. My son would stab you.
I will.
You can literally prep to oven in half an hour. That's all it takes.
Oh god!
Because it's a quick prep. Biscuits don't need
prep to oven in an hour.
Prep to oven in half an hour.
Are we good to go? Oh wait, we got 5 minutes. We got 1 minute. 1 minute countdown. If you would like to be in this, you have to put #Buffalo into the chat. If you do not, you do not get to play. So far, the people I have on the list is Kaleb Koho, Malcolm, Nick, Carly, Nico, Jay, Kirk, and Michael. Anybody else want to play? Hey, Paul, I heard the Schmodown was going kind of StreamYard at one point. You can come in and play, apparently.
Yikes.
Not movie trivia, so.
Peggy, would you like to play? I need Buffalo in the chat. If not, I can't add you. You have 30 seconds to type those letters.
Get that
Hashtag
Buffalo.
Hashtag Buffalo. Hurry up. I remind you, I have a steak to cook tomorrow. That better be.
Okay, I was like, Peggy did not put hashtag, but she did put Buffalo, but then she corrected herself. So Peggy is in.
Brooklyn is the dad who lets the steak sit for
1,000 minutes.
For 1,000 minutes after those off the grill to keep the juice. Exactly.
The juices gotta make sure they absorb.
Have you ever cut into a freshly like a steak right off the grill and then just all the juices pour out? Like that's all the flavor, man.
You were one word away from confirming that you were actually Kenneth Lee. You just had to put a town at the end of flavor, and we all would have known you were the guy.
All right, guys.
All right, let's go.
Here, the foul is over. Here is a spin.
His comment is a yikes.
All right, let's get the wheel up.
Can you see my wheel? Because I can't.
Yeah,
see
we
it.
can.
I can
All right,
see
everyone. I am going to spin the first foul. And the first contestant is.
It's about damn time, baby. Let's go.
All right, who is playing the king? Who is playing the king?
Yes.
And the competition is Peggy. Nice show up. It's Peggy versus Kaleb. Here we go.
Let's do this.
Coming in at the last minute. All right, so we will send the link to one Peggy Gubbins.
Let's go.
Stop sharing.
Inception.
It's a simulation inside a simulation inside another simulation.
And we go. Another thing of disappointment happens. Jay was home and Jay couldn't play. I would like to see this format someday in the future. Not saying it has to be today, but I would like this format to be like a tag team, because I think it would actually play to a tag team that you have to like suggest the other person takes it. Like you have to decide between each other. Cool.
Yeah,
so
where it's
like
2v2, and it's like, oh, your category without number one is games. Who's going to take it? And yeah, that'd be nice.
And then the second one, to get the slice, somebody else has to. It's a way to make teams and make more people be able to be befouled.
Fuck you. How about Peggy versus Mars Asparagus instead? Wow, so I was right.
Yikes.
So, are this link sent?
I am sending it to her at this moment.
And Kaleb, have you received the link?
No, I'm actually waiting on it as we speak. Haven't gotten the link yet. Thanks for asking.
Hologram.
Just click on options. Just
click on options.
Just click on options.
Dude, I'm surprised that I haven't rewatched How I Met Your Mother yet.
Dude, this week's Your List Sucks is going to be very interesting, by the way, guys.
Yeah, watch your list.
Best superhero movies. Got Robert Parker on there, but I also got Jim Green and Kaleb Koho.
I
may become insane.
I can't wait for next week for ensemble movies. I may have submitted the list.
It's going to be a great topic.
Yes, Wind River, the best ensemble.
Listen, you didn't have to call Doug.
Alrighty.
First,
you can put me backstage to make it all look better, and I will just spin the wheels. So.
Alrighty.
All right, cool. Is there a way to rearrange without actually getting people?
Take me out and put me back in.
Okay, so then I'll do this, and then I'll do that.
There you go.
You can go with this, and you can go with that, and you can go with this. Nobody? Flat Boy Slim? Weapon of choice? No? All right, so
how's dance?
I can't see anyone.
All right, so you can't see anybody? Who can't see anybody?
You're all frozen, but I can hear you, so that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So how it's going to work is you want to try and get wedges. How it works is you got to spin foul number 1. That's going to give you a category. It'll give you 3 questions from that category. Whoever gets the most correct, or if both are tied, you'll both get to spin foul number 2. Once you spin foul number 2, you'll get to land on either a wedge or a spinner's choice, opponent's choice, lose your turn. And then Peggy is just, all right, I'm out of here. All right, I'm going to head out. The joys of doing it live.
You might need to get somebody else. I'm not sure my internet's gonna hold.
Alrighty. Do you
Sorry.
want? Okay. I will let you decide now. We can continue on with the game, or you can give it a spot to somebody else.
It's better that you play with somebody else
Right.
because it's choppy at best.
All right. Well, Peggy, you're. Thank you very much. We'll get you in next week, hopefully. Whenever you have a more stable connection. But that's all right. All right. I hate when that happens.
All right, Nico. Let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen, Nico.
All right.
Not wrong.
Let's make it happen, Nico.
Cody, what are... Okay.
Take Nico off the wheel as he asked. Someone just honked their horn right past my window, so that was very nice, sir.
Well, it's only like 8 o'clock. The night's still young.
I mean, you're right. It's only 8 o'clock. But...
All right.
Cody wants to be in.
Oh, Cody wants to be in.
Yeah, you can see from his screen because he's shaking his hands.
Oh, yeah. He is waiting. Sorry.
You're muted,
what are you
Cody.
saying? Your mic's muted.
Just make sure I got everybody on the wheel. I don't want to miss anybody.
Nick Carly says, what about me?
I thought I put him. Nope. Sorry, Nick. Stole your partner. Just had another
Malcolm, so Malcolm, Nick Carly, Kirk, Jay, Michael Turner. And I think that
good.
is
Nico.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
We good. Rack it up.
Can we kick Kaleb off?
No, fuck you. I earned my spot first.
He earned it by just happening to get spun first.
Malcolm. All right.
Malcolm. All right, I will send a link then to Malcolm.
Okie day.
So should this be an easy win for Kaleb, or is this a huge upset? We'll find out.
Find out, Cotton.
Stay tuned on this episode.
This is the fight of the century. The Kiwi versus the Sonic. The Kiwi and the Hedgehog going toe-to-toe.
Like Nico can never.
Damn, Jay. Damn, Jay. Is it ever enough?
And
Alrighty.
he is here.
All right, bye.
All right, let's get Cody out of there. Malcolm, do you have any questions before we start?
I don't. I know how this goes, so yeah, I've watched every episode.
Cool. Excellent. All right, so Cody's out of there, and let's bring in the wheel for Bafau number 1. And your first category is going to be Decads.
Cool.
Decads.
Doug, we'll just go back and forth with questions.
Sounds good. You want me to go first?
Absolutely.
All right, guys. What decade was the Hubble telescope launched into space? You know, I've wanted to be launched into space, but I think my mustache is going to make it there first.
Your mustache, yeah, the first mustache to ever go into space. Unlike, what would the shuttle be called? Would it be called 5, 4,
Tom
3,
Selleck.
2, 1? Burt Reynolds is the correct answer. Come on now, Malcolm.
60s.
That is incorrect. And Kaleb.
I said the 90s.
90s is correct.
Nice.
All right. Kaleb striking first blood as you go into your second question of Decads. What decade saw the release of the play Death of a Salesman?
Oh no, I'm gonna Brooklyn this.
Uh-oh.
I'm
What kind of sandwich should I make, Kaleb?
I would like a cold cut combo.
Cold combo?
Yeah.
I'll give it to you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Kaleb first.
Is it the 50s?
And Malcolm.
50s.
You're both incorrect. It is the
40s.
40s.
Damn it! I was gonna write the 40s and I just the. Damn it!
1949 to be particular. But Doug, hit up with that last question.
All right, let's give you the last question. What decade did we set foot on the moon?
We landed on the moon.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Doug? The moon landing was a conspiracy. It was a hoax.
All right, correction. What decade did Kubrick film the moon landing?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Malcolm.
60s.
And Kaleb. All right, so Malcolm was able to get the one correct, but Kaleb going 2 for 3 in Decads as he gets to spin Bafau number 2. So how this works is you will spin your wheel.
Yeah.
And if you get it correct, you get the wedge. But if it's incorrect, Malcolm will get a chance to steal. If he gets it correct, he will get the chance. He'll get another question for the wedge. And if he gets it incorrect, we reset back to foul number 1. So Cody, please spin Bullfowl number 2.
Let's do the time hop again.
Alrighty, I'll give you your question in time hop.
All right.
Which of the following events happened first? Bill Belichick signs with the New England Patriots. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is released. YouTube debuts.
You know, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is an incredible album.
Bill Belichick signing with the Patriots.
That is incorrect. Malcolm, a chance for a steal.
Is it Miseducation of Lauryn Hill released?
That is correct for the steal. You will get one more question now to take the time hop wedge. Your question is as follows. Which of the following happened first? China first reaches a population of 1 billion people. Rush releases their hit Tom Sawyer. Coca-Cola introduces new Coke.
Is it Rush releases Tom Sawyer?
That is correct for the time hop steal. All right. So Malcolm does take a 1 wedge lead as we go back to the foul number 1. What category are they going to guess? It's going to be video games.
All right. What Smash Brothers question are we getting this week?
All right, video games.
Listen there, right? All American history questions for the first couple matches.
All right, guys. Your first question in gaming. In chess, what piece can only move in a straight diagonal line?
You a big chess fan, Doug?
I enjoy chess, occasionally, depending on who I'm playing.
I've yet to beat my dad at chess. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I feel like that's an accomplishment for every kid growing up. Caleb.
Bishop, right?
And Malcolm.
Bishop.
Both are correct. I had to make sure that I put in straight diagonal line because you could make an argument that a horse or a knight, is also.
That's what I did. I wrote down knight, and I was like, wait.
Yeah. All right, Doug, get it with the next question.
All right. In what game in the Super Mario franchise introduces the feather/cape power-up?
I think it's common knowledge, and I am a Nintendo slut, Nintendo shill, if you will.
Who is your favorite Super Mario side character then?
Luigi is the correct answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Malcolm.
Super Mario Galaxy?
It's incorrect. And Kaleb Koho.
I don't know if I'm right, but I played it a lot. Super Mario World.
Super Mario World is correct.
That is correct.
A lot of people in the chat had Super Mario Bros. 3, but that is the Leaf. It is the Leaf /
Tail, right? No.
It's the tail, the Tanuki. All right, your final question in gaming. I'll give them this one. In Minecraft, what happens when you get too close to a creeper? You ever been called a creeper, Doug?
I played it when it first came out. I have not touched it in a few years.
Let's Play or Achievement Hunter has really good Let's Plays in Minecraft. They're quite hilarious. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Go to Caleb first.
It explodes.
Yes, and Malcolm.
Yeah, I blanked. I just put you die.
Yeah, we're looking for explode. Caleb going 3 for 3 in games, which means that he gets to go back to the foul number 2.
Let's do this.
Will he be able to get a wedge on this attempt?
Hopefully. Hoping so. Hope for something good. Okay.
And it's opponent's choice.
Wheels hate me today.
All right, Malcolm, what wedge do you want to give him?
Let's give him music.
All right.
Okay.
Doug, you want to hit him up with a question of music?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. What band released the album Rubber Soul?
Rubber Soul. I think is that Marvin Gaye?
That is incorrect. Malcolm for a steal.
The Beatles.
That is correct.
Oh. Okay then.
And one more question, Doug. So if for Malcolm to officially get the music wedge.
All right. The New Radicals are a one-hit wonder known for what song?
I know that one.
I'm probably going to mess up the title. Is it You Only Get What You Give?
That's incorrect. It's You Get What You Give.
So Malcolm unsuccessful in that steal attempt, which means that we go back to Bafal number 1.
I'm choking pretty hard here.
All right, we're going to history. Let's do this. Oh, do you want to hit him up with the first history question?
Let's do it. In 1872, Susan B. Anthony was famously arrested for what?
You ever been arrested?
I have. We don't like to talk about why I was arrested in my household.
I'm surprised that I haven't got arrested yet. I feel like I've,
Take your guesses in the chat why Doug got arrested.
What's wrong?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Caleb.
I said inciting a riot. I know the name. I don't know why I know the name.
I am Malcolm.
Yeah, I know the name. I just put forging stamps.
Doug, what was the answer?
It is voting, gentlemen. Voting.
Oh. I had more faith in humanity than that.
Well, you shouldn't.
Yeah, you're right.
All right.
Yep.
Go.
Yeah, you're right. Next question in history. This oldest university in the United States was founded in 1636, otherwise known as the year that Kaleb Boatman was born. Allegedly.
I don't think you're wrong. I don't think.
Or maybe it was 1635, maybe 1637.
It's like right around there.
4,
He was
3,
born in 1492.
1. Pens down. We'll go to Malcolm first.
Harvard?
And Caleb.
I too said Harvard.
Both are correct.
Both correct. All right, guys. Your third question in history. What name was given to the period of time of political tension between the U.S. and Russia after World War II?
So would argue that U.S. and Russia are buddies. Yeah.
I think there's certain people that like Russian in certain parts. I don't want to go any further because I don't want a red dot on my forehead.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Go to Caleb first.
It's also the name of a Kowalkowski movie, Cold War.
And Malcolm.
Yeah, I stuffed up. I put Iron Curtain.
Yeah, we were looking for the Cold War. So once again, Caleb goes 2 for 3 in history, which means that he gets to go back to
Let's
the
make it a 3-P on the jokes I'm about to, shall we?
Will he get a wedge?
Can get to the big dance, can't win it.
All right.
Okay.
So then go back to games.
All right.
I will give you your question in video games.
All right.
All right, your question in video games. In Yahtzee, a Yahtzee is worth how many points?
Oh, shit. 10.
That is incorrect. Malcolm, a chance for a steal.
I play this all the time. It's 50 points.
It's 50 points for the steal. All right. And your next question for the steal. In Game of Life, what's the highest number you can spin on the wheel?
12?
It's 10. I knew that one.
10.
I know all hints.
All right. Once again, an ineffective steal as we go back to Bafau number 1.
That should just be my name, Kaleb the Ineffective Stealer Koho. All right. Back to the Bafau. This is riveting content, isn't it?
Oh, it's great. It's a good back and forth.
Oh, all right. Here we go.
So now you guys got 3 questions in time hop. Doug, hit him up with that first
All
time
right,
hop.
guys. Tell me what event happened first. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was released. Major League Baseball Players Association began a 232-day strike, or the Nintendo 64 is released in America.
Oh my God, Nintendo 64. That was a meme.
Some would say one of Nintendo's best systems.
I think a lot of people say the SNES is would be the better one, but I think there's a good. I think there's a good argument for either side. What do you guys think is the better system, N64 or SNES? Let us know in the chat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Malcolm.
Philosopher's Stone.
That's
And
incorrect.
Kaleb.
I thought the MLB strike was before.
That is correct.
It happened in 1994.
I remember something from question writing for that dead league.
All right, your next question in Time Hop. Which of the following events happened first? Company premieres on Broadway. Secretariat wins the Triple Crown. George Harrison releases My Sweet Lord.
George Harrison, some would say, is an underrated songwriter.
He's an underrated Beatle member, I think.
Very true.
Do you ever win a Triple Crown? You never win a?
Considering
I want to give all choices fair banter. So that
true. So the question is, am I an animal with 4 legs that runs around a circle?
Well, that mustache is very
You're not
convincing.
wrong. You're not wrong.
Malcolm
My Sweet Lord.
and Kaleb.
I said Secretariat wins the Triple Crown.
Both are incorrect. Company premiered on Broadway in 1970. George Harrison released My Sweet Lord in 71, and Secretariat won Triple Crown in 73. But that is irrelevant now. So, Doug, hit him with that last question in Time Hop.
Guys, the questions are: M&Ms are invented, President Franklin D. Roosevelt passes away, or George Gamow proposes the Big Bang Theory. Not the TV show. The question is, what is on your bill when you ask for M&Ms? Are you asking for certain colors to be picked out? Or are you just asking?
I'm picking Smarties. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Well, you didn't pick
1.
Smarties today because I can't get it.
M&M's there for chumps. Kaleb
I said FDR dies.
and Malcolm.
I put Big Bang Theory.
Doug, what was the answer?
It was M&Ms, guys. It was M&Ms.
Cool.
They were invented in 1941. But Kaleb going 1 for 3 in Time Hop, which means that he gets to go back.
We doing it again, baby.
Will his nickname change from Kaleb no wedges to Kaleb 1 wedge?
Are you kidding me?
Malcolm.
What are you gonna do, Malcolm?
Let's go games.
Sure.
All right.
All right.
Fuck my life. Okay.
Doug, you want to hit him up with the game question?
Yeah, let's do it. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater debuted on what console?
PlayStation 2.
That is incorrect.
Was it the first PlayStation?
That is correct.
Are you serious? Oh. I can't.
All right, hit him with another question, Doug. For that.
All right.
Oh my God.
In the Grand Theft Auto franchise, what word appears on screen when your character dies?
I know this one.
Wasted.
That is correct.
Malcolm,
For the ledge steal.
I know all the steel ones, and never was given to me. Damn it!
All right, back to Baffound number 1. Malcolm playing a great game, just not having a great Baffound number 1. You know.
Here we go.
All right,
Rack 'em
showdown. Kaleb already counting his eggs before they even been hatched.
All right. You want me to give the question, or you want to take the question?
I'll give him the first question in the Italy Schmodown. Gentlemen, your first question in Showdown. Who won Free for All 2? This is a pretty good one. Not as good as the first one, in my opinion.
Or the third one, but it was solid.
I saw the third one live, and they had that camera thing. 5, 4.
That's true.
Experience. 2 pens down. We'll go to Malcolm first.
I had the wrong answer. I ended up erasing it, but didn't get anything down in time.
Kaleb Koho. That is correct. All right. Next question, Doug.
All right. Your next question. Name one of the 2 players that form the team Blofeld's Cat.
Blowsfeld?
Blofeld's Cat. I added an S, guys. I wanted to take it.
Man, Feld blows.
One
Just
of the 2, yeah. We want to make sure that everything's fair for everybody.
Well, yeah, because that's what we're all about here. 5,
100%.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Malcolm.
I've got both of them. It's what my nomination, Mark and Draco.
And Kaleb Koho.
Oh, that's just Malcolm's I had all 7 moment, huh? Mark and Draco.
Those are both correct. Yes, Paul, you are right. That is a very Brooklyn question because I wrote the question.
Can I challenge? You said you're looking for one and he put both, so there you go. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, they're both correct, so.
All right. Yeah, we'll give him that question, Doug. Your next question in the Schmodown. What match kicked off the 2018 Schmodown season?
What?
Now the question is, we'll ask Paul since he said it last time. Is this a Brooklyn question?
I mean, I did write it, so technically it is a Brooklyn question. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Kaleb.
Top 10 versus top that.
That is incorrect. And Malcolm.
William Bibiani versus JTE.
That is also incorrect. The answer you're looking for is Mike Kalinowski versus Rachel Cushing versus JT.
I knew that. I was in the right season, off by a week. Damn it.
All right. Well, yeah, that's the third question. Kaleb going 2 for 3 in Showdown. Can he get a wedge?
Goddamn no.
Hashtag can he do it?
I think I can. All right. Let's do this. Let's see what.
All right.
Let's
I will give you your question in TV.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
All right. In what medical show would you find characters nicknamed McDreamy and McSteamy?
Oh no. ER?
Malcolm for the steal.
It's Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, it was too easy. Oh my god.
All right, Malcolm, your question for the steal. In what AMC show would you find John Hamm as Don Draper?
Just knock me out already.
That's
Knock me
bad,
out.
All right, that is correct. Malcolm having a 3-wedge lead, having the TV wedge, games, and time hop. Koho getting the foul number ones left, right, and center, but just can't capitalize on those wedges.
Oh my God.
All right, now we go to music. Doug, you want to head up with that first question of music?
Yeah. Guys, what country artist released the song Friends in Low Places? Some would say this is a softball question.
Some would say this is a T-ball. You don't even have to throw it. It's just like it's just
Nah,
kind
it's
of
just
there,
standing still.
and it's just kind of like a clack. But yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go to Malcolm first,
Garth Brooks.
and Caleb.
Johnny Cash.
It's Garth Brooks. Where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away, but I'll be okay. Your next question in music: who won Album of the Year at the most recent Grammy Awards?
Nick Carly's answer.
Yes. Yes. All the yeses. Where has that person been? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Kaleb Koho and Malcolm.
Of course it is. I put Kendrick Lamar.
Tied it up 1-1. Billie Eilish is the correct answer. Doug, hit him up with that last question.
All right, let's hit you up with something. What is the name of Nas's debut album? For all you hip hop heads out there, y'all should know this answer.
I imagine Paul Yama is shedding a single tear of joy. This would be a Paul question.
Paul is gonna fucking hate me because I'm blanking so hard right now.
I want to remind inventors that they do have repeats if needed, one per Bafau round.
In all capitals, he says your name, Koho. In all capitals.
Paul,
Five,
I'm blanking, man.
4,
I'm sorry.
3, 2,
I'm blanking.
1. Caleb, what do you got?
I am Nas, which is wrong.
And Malcolm.
Is it Born to O or something like that?
Close. Looking for Illmatic.
I hate myself.
Although I love Tuig's answer of Cuddles and Butterfly.
All right. Both are tied, but since Caleb is down by 3, they will both get to spin the wheel. So, Koho, you will spin first on Bafau number 2.
Well, here we go. It's about time. All right.
Arts and literature. All right, Doug, we'll hit him up with an arts and literature question.
Absolutely. Arts and literature. Yeah. In what Stephen King book would you find a community trapped in a grocery store due to a supernatural weathered event?
The Mist.
That is correct.
For the arts and literature wedge. He finally gets a wedge. But now over to Malcolm because they tied. Caleb Bowman sending a message to Kaleb Koho. Koho, you're banned from the Kingsman if you lose to Malcolm. That is in caps. So he is serious.
That's right. Just lose your drone. That's what you get, you crazy Kiwi.
Malcolm loses his
I've never seen. Caleb is literally the embodiment of the Dan Cook comedy segment about Monopoly. Where did you get those big 50s?
All right. So just a score update. Malcolm has 3 wedges, TV, games, and time hop, and Caleb has 1 arts and literature, and he gets the arts and literature wedge for Bafau number 1. All right, Doug, we'll hit him up with the first question.
All right, guys. In arts and literature, what 3 materials are needed to make paper mache?
Everybody's made paper mache in school, at least.
Yeah, and I thought that was a definite unique way to put this into the category.
Well, you know, it is an art project, like I said, art subject. 5.
Very true.
3, 2.
I think I might make a paper mache beard
Repeat
so I
the
can put it on.
question.
Getting him that question right in the nick of time. Doug, go ahead and repeat.
What 3 materials are needed to make paper mache? I think I might make a paper mache beard. Just so when I'm on stream, I don't get made fun of anymore.
Now, what color? What color would you? What color would you get?
I'd go green to match with my hoodie that I just bought.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Malcolm first.
Is it paper, glue, and paint?
That is incorrect. And Caleb.
Blue paper and water.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, newspaper, but we'll accept paper.
Okay.
All right, your next question in arts and literature.
You want me to take it? You want to take it? Oh.
I'll take it. What famous literary figure famously tricked others to whitewash a fence for him? Have you ever had to paint fences?
I have. I'm pretty old. I'm pretty old in this community. I remember what it was like to work for your grandparents.
Yeah. 5, 4. We actually started by
Before
3,
the COVID.
2, 1.
Before the COVID.
Pens
I remember
down.
I remember times before the COVID.
Kaleb Koho
Tom Sawyer.
and Malcolm.
Blackboard.
All right, Caleb getting that one correct. Doug, hit him with the last question.
All right, guys. Last question in arts and literature. Who wrote the books The Time Machine and The Invisible Man? If you were an invisible man, would you use a time machine to go back in time to change things?
I would go back to 5 minutes ago and do something different. Maybe like wave my hands. 5, 4, 3.
That was almost very bad.
2, 1. Pens down. Kaleb Koho
I had HM Wells and then quickly changed it to HG Wells.
and Malcolm.
HG Rails.
All right, Smite Malcolm getting that one correct. Caleb going 3 for 3 in arts and literature. Cody, are we good to put up a foul number 2? Just give me a thumbs up. Yeah, good. Cool. We are, which means we get to go back to the foul number 2. Caleb gets a spin.
Okay.
He is behind 3-1.
Okay.
He does have some catching up to do here.
We're going to mount a comeback.
That's going to be in sports.
All right, Cotton.
That's
All right.
bold
I would like a
strategy.
competitive tag question because I've actually been watching.
All right, your question in sports is as follows.
Okay.
What 2 teams hold the record for the most Super Bowl wins?
The New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That is correct for the sports wedge.
And he's closed the gap a little bit. It's nice. He's breathing a little bit more since that lose your turn and him getting a
Calling that Tom Brady Super Bowl 51 style comeback, baby. Let's go.
Suig, that movie does not come out, so we can't accept that answer. It doesn't come out yet. It may not come out depending on, COVID.
Yes.
Science.
Science and technology.
Science. All right. My worst subject in school.
There we go.
All right. I'll give you guys your first question in science and technology.
Yay.
The medical acronym IVF stands for what?
I've always heard it, and I never knew what it stood for.
Boatman flexing on people in the chat.
Yeah. Close game. 3-2.
Very.
There are a couple of rounds left, so there is a. This is set in stone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Yikes. Malcolm.
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure the F is fertility or something like that.
I mean, you're kind of there, but Koho.
I'm very wrong. Internal vessel for fluids.
No, the answer is in vitro fertilization.
Ha! I thought it was something like an IV that you put your arm.
No, it's actually it helps people get pregnant.
Well, alrighty then.
All right, Doug. The next question in science and technology.
Yeah. All right, guys. What product is found in beer and bread causing fermentation?
Gives bread the ability to rise, and it gives beer the bubbles,
And also gives me a muffin top.
Same though.
I mean that's technically something else, but yeah. 5,
It's beer and bread.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Malcolm
Yeast.
and Koho.
Shit, I said starch.
Yeah, it is yeast. Yeast is the answer we were looking for. All right.
No.
All right. Your final question in science and technology for found number 1.
Science.
The process plants use to make usable energy from light is called what?
And some would say this is from 2nd grade science.
Science.
I would like to credit Bill Nye the Science Guy for
Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill.
no science guy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Malcolm
Photosynthesis.
and Caleb.
The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, but I said photosynthesis.
That is correct. Caleb getting correct, but Malcolm going 2 for 3 in science and technology, which means that he gets to potentially extend his lead in found number 2.
Okay. All right.
All right, Malcolm, your spin is in. And it lands on music.
Music.
All right, Doug, you want to hit up with a music question?
Sure. Who was the lead singer of the band Soundgarden?
Is that Chris Cornell?
That is correct.
For the music wedge. All righty, he is extending his lead 4-2. As you go back to found number 1. There are 2 categories left, so Caleb will need to get wedges here to keep this game alive. We're going to go to TV. Doug, do you want to hit him up with a TV question?
Yeah, let's do it, guys. In Breaking Bad, Walter White and Jesse Pinkman make what kind of drug nicknamed Blue Sky?
In the words of Mr. Mackey from South Park, drugs are bad. Okay.
Okay. It just happens. And now everybody in the YouTube space is thinking we are talking about very bad things.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Michael Turner with the answer of the night. Malcolm
Crystal meth.
and Kaleb Koho.
Science, bitch. I said meth.
It is math.
Both acceptable.
All right, your second question, gentlemen, in TV. In Big Bang Theory, what is the name of Leonard and Sheldon's next-door neighbor?
The whole universe.
Big Bang Theory started out great, but I think it kind of overstayed its welcome.
I think most TV series do that.
Simpsons is one, and I've often defended The Simpsons, so can't really say a whole lot. 5, 4, 3,
30 some odd seasons.
2,
You can't beat it.
1. Hands down. Caleb
I said Chelsea.
and Malcolm.
It's Penny.
It's Penny. It is Penny.
All right, guys. In your last question of TV, what show's finale holds the record for most watched episodes of a TV series in the U.S.?
This could be it, boys.
All right, 5, 4,
Goalie with the "Oh, come on" in all
2,
caps.
1. Pens down, Malcolm.
Friends.
And Kaleb Koho.
Friends.
Both
That is
incorrect.
correct. The answer is MASH.
Oh,
Da, 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 da.
So Malcolm did go 2 out of 3, but how it's going to work is because he is up 4-2, he can lock in a win if he does get a wedge. If he does not get a wedge, Kaleb does have a chance if he lands on challenge the next wheel and if he gets to spin Bafau number 2 next round. So let's hit them up with Bafau number 2.
Nah, it's not happening.
And it's going to be Schmodown.
It's over.
Doug, you want to give him a question in Schmodown?
Yeah. Janine the Machine made her Schmodown debut against whom? Noises.
You got it, Malcolm? Come on, Malcolm.
I'm pretty sure I might be wrong here, but I'm going to say Chance, even though I think it's wrong.
That is incorrect. Koho for the steal.
I believe it's Yolanda Machado.
That is also incorrect.
Bonnie Somerville.
It's Bonnie Somerville.
All right, so what's going to happen is we have the only category that's left on the board. If my math is correct, I believe it is. Why am I blanking on the last category available?
Sports, isn't it?
Yeah, we haven't done sports.
We haven't done sports. There we go. I'll give you your first question in sports. So once again, Kaleb, you need to get a lead here for this game to keep going.
Yeah.
Or at least tie.
All right,
first question in sports. Slam ball is a variation of basketball that adds 4 of these at both ends of the court.
Slam ball is a very interesting sport. You know where this sport, I first learned about this sport?
I would imagine. What was that?
One Tree Hill.
Really? This sport is hella fun to watch. It is very entertaining. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down and go to Kaleb first.
Trampolines, Cotton.
And Malcolm.
I thought it was extra hoops.
That is incorrect. It is trampolines.
What?
Yeah. Slam ball is basketball that adds trampolines.
Let's go.
And a fun fact, if you shoot the ball instead of slam dunking the ball, you get less points.
Yeah, you get more points to slam dunk.
Wonderful. Okay.
All right, guys. In tennis, a 0.1 off a serve is referred to as what? Tennis can be a very fun game when you're physically fit.
Tennis is hard. I've played tennis like once, twice before. It is very hard to try and keep the ball in the area. I'm more of a table tennis kind of person myself. 5.
I do like table tennis.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Malcolm first.
I'm probably mixing up my tennis tunes. Is it love?
That is incorrect. And Kaleb.
Game point.
That is also incorrect. The
love
answer
is a bad thing. Love is a bad thing in tennis. And that would be ace.
Ace.
It is an ace.
Ace.
All right. So Kaleb does have one question to Malcolm 0, but we will give them a final question in sports. Your question is, which Premier League team is also called the Red Devils? We're just looking for the city. Or the
people from this team scare me.
The fans of this team scare me.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah. All right, your question. Which Premier League team is also called the Red Devils?
Premier League. Okay.
Two-league winning Answers of the Knights.
Yeah, tuning is always a hoot in the chat. Props to the chat for keeping this a very fun time. 5, 4, 3,
You're a trip.
1. Pens down. Malcolm
I'm probably mixing up them, but is it Manchester United?
and Kaleb.
It's in Manchester. You said you were just looking for the city. That's why I just put Manchester.
Ooh.
I mean, there's two teams from Manchester.
He said he was just looking for the city, though.
Pause. I'm gonna call it a judge here. I'm gonna call it Cody Newberry. There are technically,
but you screwed yourself. You basically just told them to name the city of the thing.
That's
Manchester City and Manchester United, but now both have to spin the wheel. Malcolm screwed up because now it gives it a chance for Koho to actually win this match.
well, Koho is actually the only person to spin because he would have technically gone 2 for 3.
Yeah.
So Koho has to spin, has to land on challenge for this to work. He is down 4-2.
And I can't win any other wedges, right? There's no more wedges to grab. So I have to challenge, otherwise it's over.
You have to hit challenge. Yeah.
Well, that's great. With my luck, it's not happening. This is it. Yeah, see. That's the game.
Who's your
And
turn?
your winner by way of TKO. It is Malcolm Lay. Malcolm, we'll do some post-match interviews very quick. Malcolm, you thrived off of some steals. How did you feel about your performance today?
This was fun. And while I was lucky for the first few ones, of which I just knew managed to capitalize on a few steals to get ahead of Kaleb. But I mean, it's fun to beat Kaleb at something that's actually a fair game and not crazy questions. So yeah.
I'll give you the same question that I give to every competitor. Who would you like to see in Miscellaneous? Who would thrive off of this?
I mean, Nico is one that I think has a lot of random knowledge and all over the place that I think could thrive in this.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully Nico gets in. Thank you for playing. Thank you for the win. I know it's kind of a last minute thing to get you in here, but you did pull out the W. Kaleb, my friend.
Yeah.
Without number 1 was your best friend. Without number 2 was not as nice to you.
I'll tell you what happened right now. I knew the general ones, and then we'd get into it, and I'd get the one question in each one that I just couldn't get, because then I would know his. It's always the one that I needed that I couldn't pull or couldn't remember, and that's what's killing me. So, yeah, I got really unlucky with the wheel, and I also just had a lot of unlucky brain farts. But Malcolm played pretty good. So
yeah. Same question to you. Who in the kingdom that hasn't played yet would you like to see?
I would love to see Kaleb Boatman play this game. I want Kaleb Boatman to play this game hardcore. Because he sits there in the chat and tells me you're fucking losing to Malcolm. You should get kicked out. Get here. I'm getting here with Nico. When you listen to Nico, you tell me you have kicked out of the kingdom. Okay?
Now, normally I would go to you for stats. So tell me the stats. How did you do and how did Malcolm do?
Well, my best category tonight was by far arts and literature, where I didn't miss. Malcolm's best was probably science, where he went 66%. I went 2 for 3. Games he went 4 for 7, actually, so that's not the worst. That's pretty good. That's better. I think that's better than science. Mathematics.
Doug, your thoughts on the match?
Well, I think Andrew Barr said it best. Upset of the year. Give all the multiplex awards. No, I thought it was great. This match was great. Malcolm came in and played, and we appreciate that. And Koho tried his best. But Vail 1 was cozying him up nice and sweet, cuddling him, and then Vail 2 did things very, very dirty to him.
And we'll go to the man behind the scenes for his thoughts very quick. Cody, it's tough. It's tough to see a loss like that when you're just doing so well without number 1, without number 2. But then Malcolm, capitalizing on those steals. How did you feel?
I mean, I'm gonna be real honest with you. Some of these people on this call should be very upset with themselves. Literally, like they don't know history apparently with being arrested for voting. That was just sad. And then the worst answer I've ever heard. I'm bad at music trivia, but Beatles being called for thinking it was Marvin Gaye. So that's interesting. Koho definitely cost himself. And the Schmodown. Oh, what a terrible miss from Koho. That was a terrible miss, but it was interesting. I had a lot of fun. I can't wait for next week. I really want like Jay versus Nico or something. I think that would be a real fun. Or Jay versus Tuig again, or like Tuig back in here. Oh,
I think we are going to give Peggy a spot as long as her internet as well, because I do want to make. She did technically get in,
and I'm just saying. We could work in this, and I think that's something we may need to try in the future because it will get more people involved, and it may be an interesting concept. We may have to try that behind the scenes.
Maybe we'll try and do that. Maybe this will become a weekly thing now that everybody's sort of home and chillax and relaxed. Maybe we'll discuss with the higher council, and we'll see how that goes. But thank you everybody for tuning in for another episode of Multiplex Miscellaneous. Great members in the chat. We had I think consistently about a dozen or so people. So props to you guys. Tell your friends. Tell people you don't like. For Malcolm, for Cody, for Doug, for Kaleb. I am not the Black Lantern. I'm the Big Canadian Boss Man now.
Drive unsafe.
Drive safely, please. Drive safe. Those of you
you shouldn't drive at all. Social distancing. Don't get in your car. You'll kill people. Don't
drive essential. Drive essential.